Hi, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. I am back for another weekly live stream. And if you are new here, my name is Tiffany, and I am a style coach, and I help women in leadership curate and build a wardrobe that will position and catapult them to success. So today, is it's kind of a good thing. Today is my last live stream for the month of March. I have went live every week for the entire month of March, so I'm very proud of myself. And if you have missed any of my live streams this month, be sure to go back. If you cannot find them on here on Instagram, all of my live streams are always housed over on my YouTube channel. The link is in the bio. And also be sure to like and subscribe and follow in all of the places. So, today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about now that we've cleaned out our closet, now that we've kind of cleared the way, now the next thing is, well, how do I begin to build or rebuild my style, find it first, and then rebuild my wardrobe from that point on. So, I have a few quick tips for you today that you will hopefully find beneficial that will help you. So, now let's just dive right in. So, number one, you want to analyze your lifestyle. I think a lot of people don't analyze their lifestyle, and I sometimes don't either. But we want to go ahead and we want to figure out where are we at this present time in life, because our lifestyles change, our seasons change, and we want to make sure that it kind of aligns to that so that we can build up on that. And of course, with this, always know when you're building your style and finding your style and building your wardrobe, you always want it will always be able to be bendable and flexible, and things will always change. But you want to figure out and analyze what is your current lifestyle right now. So, a few examples would be: do you work from home? Do you go into the office? Do you travel? And this will determine like what style of clothes will fit your lifestyle. So say for example, if you primarily work from home, well, you may want to get what I like to call like the elevated jogger sets or the elevated loungewear that you could wear. And if you have to show up on camera, you can look cute and still look professional and look put together, and just creating that own style to give you that extra boost of confidence that you would need. So, number one, you will want to analyze your lifestyle. Number two is, and I've mentioned this before, you want to align your wardrobe and your style a little bit with your career and business goals. We are women in leadership, whether we're in corporate, whether we're entrepreneurs, and we want to align them with our goals, because guess what? As quiet as it's kept, our image and our style can help us get us to where we want to go faster, because when people see us, they see this woman that knows what she's thinking, knows what she's talking about. And when she walks into a room, it's not like this grand attention to the room, but when you walk into the room, you are definitely memorable and people will take notice. Now, your goals should be attached to your style, especially if we want to move up. So if you're looking, say, if you're in corporate America and say you want to be a director, well, how does a director in your industry look? Or what is it that you want to incorporate with building your actual style as being, say, a director? What does that look like? Do you work for a Fortune 500 company? Do you work for a startup? Where exactly do you want to go? What are your career and aspirational goals? And you also want to keep in mind, you want to have fun with this, because nowadays, the working environments have changed. We are now, being able to bring our own self to flair, as I like to call it, to our wardrobes and bring our own personality. So be sure to incorporate that. Even though it's your goals, you want to begin to also incorporate that as well. And I can definitely say from my own personal experience, as I will literally be starting next week going back into the office 3 days a week. But that's another story for another day on how I feel about that. And I will actually have to now create and come up with a new wardrobe, a new style, a new image, because When I'm home, 9 times out of 10, if you catch me, I'm usually in my gym attire because I go to the gym literally after work. So I'm very comfortable. But now going back, I will now have to begin to changing that up a little bit and will actually be documenting that on my YouTube channel. So be sure to go over and subscribe so you don't miss a minute of that. So, number two is you want to attach your career and your business goals to your new wardrobe that you're building. Number three, you want to find the words to describe how you want to feel and how you want to show up. So, how do you want to be shown up? How do you want to show up and be seen? I always just say two or three, no more. If you just want to start off with one word, perfect. If you want to do two, perfect, but definitely no more than three. And these are the words that you will use in the next tip that I'm going to give you. And it provides you with sort of like a little blueprint of how you want to be seen. So, powerful, confident, you want to find all the adjectives that you want. This will probably be the one that might take a little bit of time trying to find the right adjectives that you want to use to kind of be seen and to show up in the world. But I think a lot of times we know what we are, but sometimes we may not be able how we want to show up, but we haven't had to put them into words per se. So this is a place where you definitely want to give a lot of thought to it and literally write down all the words that you can possibly think of in this realm and then maybe set it aside for a little bit, come back and then pick your two to three words that are going to best represent you. And with all of these, I will definitely be diving a little bit deeper into these as time goes on, but I just wanted to come today and give you a few quick tips. So, number three is find the words on how you want to describe how you want to feel and how you want to show up. And last but not least, this is the creative part, this is the fun part is you want to create a vision board and you can do this over on Pinterest, you can do this on Canva, and if you want me to create style and vision boards for you, like sample ones, let me know in the comments and I'll go in and I'll start to create some little vision boards to give you an example of what it is and how you would want to kind of set them up if you needed a guide. So now that you've brain dumped the words, you're figured out your career goals, you have figured out, analyzed your lifestyle and how that is. Now it's time to create a mood board, a vision board, and you can say this is going to be your style board for 2023. And you'll go in and you'll get all of the items. You'll just go and just start pulling different items that you see and start pinning different items to your board. And you want to always just keep in mind everything that you wrote down and that you brain dumped earlier. And you can do this, of course, on Pinterest or even in Canva. Here's what I recommend first. I recommend first that you create a master board. So for your master board, this is going to be literally just everything. And it's going to be a major creative dump where you're just going to pull all these different photos and attach them to this board. So you just have a collage of different things. Then what I want you to do is kind of maybe just let them set it aside for like a couple days, maybe even a couple weeks to let it kind of cool down first. When you're allowing it to cool down, it will actually allow you to just not think about it, out of sight, out of mind, and then schedule time for you to come back to it. And now, when you come back to it, now you're going to look at it sort of like a next go round, like a second set of eyes, and you're going to pull out what no longer you're attracted to when it comes to the items that you put. So if you put a blazer on there and it no longer catches your eye, you might want to move that over to say maybe create another board that might be not so much, or just go ahead and delete them. This way, you're beginning to curate it and bring it down to like a few just items that you'll be able to use when you actually go shopping and to keep in mind when you're actually building to keep in front of mind of what you want to use. And you can always put these, on your phone, on your iPad, so they're handy and close by. And you want to use them for when you do create your shopping list, so you'll be able to keep in mind of what it is that you would need. You can also, with creating these boards, you can also create little mini or secondary boards, because it might be one that's for your professional and how you're going to show up for work. It might be how you're going to show up in your personal life, like outfits that you're going to wear, say going out to brunch, going to networking events, going to conferences, going out on date nights, anything like that. If you're going on trips, anything of that nature, you can take a lot of those from that master board, and you can also just create other little mini boards. And all of these you'll just put under one headline: Style for 2023. This way, you're able to come back, make any necessary changes, and it will help you before you actually go and spend the money, and you have a guide. Because the worst thing you want to do is, when you start shopping, is you not have a guide to kind of help you along the way. Then you're either spending no money and you're going to come home empty handed with nothing to wear, or you're just going to start impulse buying and buying things that you really don't need. It just looks cute, and not staying focused and being intentional on what it is that you're actually trying to build. Because this is sort of like, you want to think about building your style and your wardrobe is building a house, and you need a good solid foundation. And this is the great place to start, so you can kind of build your solid foundation. So, to give a quick recap of what I went over today: number one, you want to analyze your lifestyle. You want to figure out exactly what is your lifestyle like currently, because that is always going to change. Once and things change, then you're able to switch things out and different things like that. Number two, what are your career and business goals? Having an image that aligns with your career and business goals will actually help you get you to where you want to go a little bit faster. And they kind of go hand in hand into having, of course, we already have the knowledge and all of the education and things like that. Now we just have to match it with our style and our image to help get us to where we want to go a little bit faster. Number three, you want to select no more than 3 words, adjectives, that describe how you want to feel and how you want to show up in the world. So if you want to show up confidently, what types of clothes will make you feel confident? If you want to show up as chic, what is going to make you do that? Powerful, friendly, what words can you pick for yourself? And just make a major brain dump, and then come back, and the words that really resonate with you, you'll want to pick out 2 to 3 of those. I would say 1 to 3 even. 1 to 3 even. Just to help you get you started along your way, so you can begin to build around that. And of course, the fun creative portion of it, which is creating a vision board, your style board for 2023, or it could just even be your style board. And from there, you can create one master board and just pull everything that you can and everything that you see and that you like. Then you'll want to let it sit to the side for a little bit, come back to it. And anything that you no longer find cute or appealing or resonates with you, you want to move that on. Or you can create little smaller boards outside of the big board, one that's for professional, one that's for personal. So you're kind of building everything together, so you can buy everything, of course, all at one time, because we believe in now buying with intention and creating sustainable wardrobes that you will love and that you will enjoy. And that is the biggest thing. If the biggest takeaway from all of this is that we are trying to create, and we want and we will create styles and wardrobes that, of course, are personal to us, that they're timeless. It's our dream wardrobe that we want. And above all else, as I stated a few seconds ago, it is personal to us. So it will be completely different from everyone else's. So I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. If you have any questions, please be sure to put them in the comments below, and I will get back to you guys in answering any questions you may have. And with all of that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I will talk to you guys next month in either new videos on my YouTube channel, or I am thinking about even doing live streams maybe once or twice a month. So with all that being said, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys in the next videos. Bye, guys.